OPUTARI World of Love presents Child Abuse, written by Mrs. Abby Nengi. What is child abuse? It is the physical, sexual, or emotional mistreatment of a child that causes long-term or permanent damage. Let's consider the physical aspect of child abuse. As an adult, how would you feel if someone slaps you or beats you so hard? You will naturally react by defending yourself and fighting back, right? But imagine you being tied up to a chair, defenseless and helpless, then you're beaten up so much that you bleed. The moment you are released, you will naturally move towards fighting back. Now, a child does not possess such defensive power, so they tend to cry in pain when they are physically abused. A physically abused child is like you being tied up to that chair, helpless and defenseless. If you wouldn't want that for you, why do it to a child? Growing up, my father refused my siblings and I to go live with anyone, even though it would have brought some relief to him financially, as he did not have much. He was of the opinion that even if it was sand we could afford, we would all eat it together instead of releasing any of his children to go live with anyone. I didn't understand why until he told us about how he was abused by his aunt while growing up. He said, on returning from school most days, so tired and hungry, instead of being given food to eat, he's greeted with piles of laundry. Loads of clothes to wash in hunger, while food was locked up in a cupboard. So he gets to wash the clothes of all the family members in hunger, yet no food to eat. That and so many other experiences of child abuse were the reasons he refused to allow us to go live with anyone, not even his close relatives. He did not want us to go through same. Why release your child anyways? People release their children to go live with others for so many reasons, like lack of finance or resources to take care of them, trust, to help out the person, and even death, but never to be abused. Most people who release their children to go live with others do it out of trust. Abusing a child is abusing trust. What happens to an abused child? An abused child is psychologically or emotionally and physically affected. They tend to have low self-esteem. They tend to hurt others and even hurt themselves. They grow up confused, in need of love and attention, which can make them settle for less than they deserve. They can even be narcissistic. Such effects tend to negatively affect their view of themselves, their personality, their relationships, and even how they raise their own children. Abusing one child is like stopping a channel of light to the society. Thousands of destinies tied to the destiny of that child will be limited. If you would not like to be tied to a chair, defenseless and helpless, why do so to a child? Like I always say, if you cannot treat a child like yours, do not take him or her. The Message translation of Luke 6 verse 31 says, ask yourself what you want people to do for you, then do it for them. Every child deserves to be loved. Every child deserves a chance in life. Stop child abuse.